wasn't planning on making this kind of video. Well, I was to a degree. I've been planning it for a while, but I'm never really that good at like typing the idea up per se. My best way of doing things half the time is literally just clicking record and saying screw it, let's go for it. Wanted to make a really quick video on why I've bought Hogwarts Legacy. I won't put the Harry Potter in there. Purely for the fact, right? No one cares about my opinion on it, right? But that's not the thing. I went through Twitter 3 minutes ago, and I wasn't going to make it until I saw this on Twitter. And I saw so many different people on Twitter be like, you know, when I post this tomorrow, or when it comes to tomorrow, do you want me to stream this? And I was like, okay, people are asking their audiences, and then there's all these comments going, no, I don't support J.K. Rowling, no. And I'm thinking, you're only thinking about one person here, and that's quite selfish. I know, obviously, it's, you know, J.K. Rowling's comments is quite out there, and I don't agree with anything she says, and she should be rightly criticised for them. But the point I'm trying to aim to is, this game's been in development since like 2017, 2018, heck, probably 2016. You're looking at 8 years. There are hundreds of people who have worked on this game for the last 8-9 years of their life. And there's people trying to deter them from one person's opinions. She had no input in the game. She wasn't there for the development of the game. She created the universe it's based off, but it's set 100 years before anything she's put on paper. They've used interpretations of what she said and gone from there. Now, if that's, you know, supporting her, then so be it. When all of us were watching it as kids and enjoying the Harry Potter universe as kids, none of us was sitting there going, those goblins are really, they are based on Semitism. It's not good how they're being treated. We just thought, oh, they're goblins. They aren't real. If they turned around the show and they were humans who were Jewish, then fair play. Go ham at her because she's in the wrong. Whatever the loosely based theme of it is, when the media was actually introduced to us as children, it wasn't what we thought. When I watched it as a kid, I didn't see that. I thought the first 3 films were great, and the next 4 were phenomenal, right? Not once did I turn around and go, goblins aren't treated very well. I thought that about the elves, but then that's interpreted as house maids and all that sort of stuff, and it's like, is what it is, right? It's a fictional universe, and I understand being annoyed at her opinions on it, right? And when she, you know, says these things in public, you know, she deserves criticism. But to go back to her most popular franchise and go, that deserves hatred because of something she said 20 years after it started, doesn't really make sense for it, right? And everyone is open to criticism, but to go after each individual person who buys the game because all they want to do is fly with a broomstick, have their own dormitory, and have the Harry Potter experience is silly. People buying this game aren't transphobic. People buying this game aren't arseholes. People buying this game aren't horrible humans because it's supporting J.K. Rowling. They're supporting Portkey Games, Avalanche, and just Hogwarts Legacy as a whole. Now, last I checked, Hogwarts Legacy didn't say these things. Portkey Games didn't, and neither did Avalanche, right? So I get really annoyed when I see this because it's just pointless to have a go at these people. And I see all these funny TikToks of people responding to it and saying they just want to do Avada Kedavra and stuff. And that's the best way to look at it, but I just sort of thought that with it being coming out tomorrow, I just know there's going to be people jumping into people's Twitch streams and YouTube videos and their TikToks going, you shouldn't be playing this, you're supporting someone who's transphobic. And the point is, it's not direct support of them, and then you can use the argument, you know, if it's not direct supporting, you're doing it from a distance, it's still the same thing. When we were watching it as kids, no one ever thought these things in the slightest. Now we can have opinions 10 years on from when it's ended and be like, oh yeah, she did maybe base it off that, oh that's not so good. It doesn't change my perspective on the films, ever. Nothing will ever tarnish it. Not in the slightest. I went and rewatched them, loved them. Nothing changed. And if you're one of those people who are going to comment on this or on the TikTok or on my streams tomorrow and be like, you can't do this, you're supporting transphobic person, just take it to Twitter, post it there. I won't read it, but you know, good for you. It's just, there's no point to it. You're shouting at a brick wall. Everyone's thoughts about this game is split into two things. Brand new Harry Potter game, watched it 5 years ago, loved the series, understand what it's based on, but still love it anyway. Grew up with the series and just want to experience the Harry Potter life. Nothing will deter their opinion. You're not going to change these people's opinions. There's no Harry Potter fan who has watched these films for, what was it, like 10 years of their lives and gone, actually, unknown 123 trans rights activist on Twitter has made a fair point. I'm transphobic because I bought a game for £45 to £60 based on flying broomsticks and wands. I'm definitely transphobic. Honestly, get your head checked. And if people want to have a go at me for this video, that's fine. Honestly, that is really fine. I'm very good at simply clicking the record button and ranting, and I just felt like someone needed to be bluntly honest. And I know I've seen people on TikTok do it quite a few times, and I love them for it. And anyone who stands up for it, it's great, because this isn't one person it's affecting. If, let's say, you're actually making an effect on things, and all these people who had spent years on the game, the sales were going down, all this sort of stuff, then, you know, you're ruining their last 10 years of their lives, or 8 years of their lives, or 7, however long it's been. And that's not really fair. How do you think they felt this whole time putting, you know, artwork on their Twitter timelines, putting anything they're proud in relation to it, and all the comments just being, sometimes it'll be Harry Potter, people being, oh, that looks fantastic, that looks amazing, blah, blah, blah. And the other 50% is, you're scum for making this game, how dare you make this game. They're just trying to make a living wage. And you're going to criticize them for the original author's opinion, when she's had no input into this game. They've had to reiterate this like 3 or 4 times over the last 6 years. She's had no influence in the game. She hasn't been there for the game making process. She wasn't contacted for any content creation. Nothing. They've used what they have. They've looked at the books, and they've looked at the films, and you can see where they've pulled things from different direction. And I love that. And the thing is, they're not basing it off anything she's technically made, because it's before it. They've taken the castle, yes. They've taken the world, yes. There's no Harry Potter in it. There's no the series from that point. Just, you know, people have to think sometimes, and I'm openly ready for people to have a go at me. That's fine. I plan on posting this everywhere just to get that reaction, because I want a discussion about it, purely for the fact that it's not fair on them. And I just felt like someone had to say that at some point, because it wasn't fair. But either way, wherever you're seeing this, cheers for watching. If you want to roast me or have a go at me in the comments, go for it. Probably won't respond, but good luck. And enjoy Hogwarts Legacy, guys.